display settings, and it will show your resolution for not 16 by 9 widescreen resolution. Trial and error to try to see what your audio levels are at and just, get it to a sweet spot and save it there. That way you don't end up overpowering your voice, because you don't want to be deep into a stream and notice that you're probably making your live stream or recording lag. Over here on the left, you have your scenes and sources. Sources are your various video inputs and overlays and things like that, such as your video capture card, your image overlays, your webcam, your desktop, etc. Scenes are collections of those sources. So if you have a scene set up with your webcam overlay on top of your gameplay, that's a scene. And you're going to want to set up multiple scenes to put together a decent live stream that is entertaining for your viewers and has some variety. Alright, to get started, we're going to delete this empty scene here by clicking the minus button. Yes. And we're going to click the plus button to add a new one. This one's going to be called Stream Starting. Okay. Now this is just going to be a still image to put up when I'm first setting up my live stream to tell people that the stream's starting in a minute, but not show my webcam or my screens in case I'm showing passwords or something like that. And so to add that image, which is already pre-created by my designer Blizzard Ball, you can find his link to his DeviantArt and stuff like that in the description below. I did a whole video talking about making these things. Check that out in the playlist as well. Go ahead and click plus in your sources and add image. We're going to call this Start Stream. Click OK. And then we're going to find it. And mine is up under some funky folder here. So we're going to go find this channel projects. It's actually under the hitbox folder. Starting soon.png. Doesn't matter for full screen images if they're PNG, BMP, or JPEG, because they don't need a transparent background, but for overlays, which we'll cover in a second, you'll need a transparent background. Right click your image and go to transform and fit to screen just to make sure it looks nice and full. We're going to do another scene here. Click plus and call it BRB. We're going to click plus under the source, image, burb1, and we're going to do the same thing for the Be Right Back screen. Okay, and then you'll notice here there is a box here. This says unload image when not showing. Now this essentially keeps the image out of system memory when your scene is not up. You may want to do this if keeping it in your, if not having this checked causes your system to lag, if you don't have a lot of RAM memory in your computer, or if you're storing the images on a network hard drive like I am, you'll want to keep it in memory, because if you lose connection to that network hard drive, when you switch back to the scene, it'll either not show the image or it'll take a minute to actually show it, which you don't want that little hiccup. So I'm going to uncheck that and then right click, transform, fit to screen. Same thing on the start stream one, I'm actually going to uncheck that box as well. Alright, next we're going to set up a desktop scene. Just a plain desktop. So I'm going to click plus again. I'm going to call this desktop. And in this version of OBS, it's actually called display capture. So when I go to add a source, it's called display capture. So I'm going to add that and call it desktop 1. And then it's automatically picking up my 4K monitor here, but that's not the one I want. So it has this box right here, which lets you choose which monitor you want. So I'm going to choose that 1440p one I talked about earlier. And then it's automatically fitted to the screen for me. But if not, we can change that in a second. And then capture cursor or not capture cursor. Depending on what you're doing, you may not want to capture your cursor. For me, I do. So click OK. And then if it's too big, you can use the little red box here. If you click it, the red box to change the size, move it around, or right click, transform, fit to screen. Now this is where if you have a 4x3 monitor or a 16x10 monitor, you can right click, go to transform, and actually hit stretch to screen, and it will stretch it to fill up the whole screen without having black bars. For most uses, other than something like maybe Five Nights at Freddy's, this will make it look very, very bad. You generally don't want to do this. However, in certain situations like Five Nights at Freddy's, you can do that and it might look okay. Alright, let's do a webcam. A webcam is actually a video capture device, so we're going to have a couple. And this works differently and use these arrows. I can move it up and down, so I'll move the webcam up on top of this. And then I can use this red box here to change the size and position of it and just drag it over here. Now I have face cam set up. And then if you want to add an overlay for Facecam, what you can do is add that as an image. Now, an overlay image needs to be a PNG file with a transparent background. You can talk to a designer like Blizzard Ball or someone else to make one for you, or you can make it yourself in a free program such as GIMP or Paint.net or even Photoshop. However, keep in mind it needs a transparent background and to be saved as PNG. So we're going to go add image. We'll call it overlay. Click OK. Find our image, which is that one's in my Dropbox. And then uncheck unload image and then transform fit to screen. And then we'll adjust our webcam here to fit within our overlay. So that way it looks nice and good as a face cam with our overlay. And boom. Now we have a webcam, face cam overlay stuff. And you can do that with all sorts of images and things like that. You will notice because of a setting I chose by adding my webcam, it actually added a webcam audio slider. If you're using a webcam or a click OK, and then add video capture device, AVLGX for my Live Gamer Extreme. And then instead of my webcam, we're going to choose AverMedia Video Capture. Now by default, since it says it's using the device default resolution, it's like, whoa, what up? You don't got anything going through it. But I have another monitor I'm looking at here running through it. So I'm going to go to custom resolution, set it to 1080p, and click OK. And there we go. It has my other monitor here. And you can see my OBS crazy preview. And then any other time you want to add that source, go to add video capture, and then you can add existing and add that. You can add a couple other different things here. You have a text source you can add. You can just add new text. So we'll create new text, and then you can type something out. Shout out to Epos Vox FTW. And then you can change the font. You can tell it whether or not you want it to read from a file. That's how some of the plugins work for displaying what song is playing or your top donators or something like that. So you can tell that and then browse and find the file. Top of our stream. Obviously, you'll want to change the font size so that it doesn't look all pixelated, but it works. Pretty freaking cool. If you want to add specific windows to capture instead of just the display, the entire monitor itself, you can add a source of window capture and then choose a window that you want to stream. So for example, I could use explorer.exe. Well, that doesn't like Explorer. Okay, that's fine. We can use Windows Store, which isn't even open. It's going to show a lot of stuff that isn't even necessarily open, and that can be kind of a pain. So we use core temp here. There we go. So my temperature monitor, for a lot of window capture stuff, unless you're using it like in a tutorial fashion, you don't want capture cursor on. And then I can add, for whatever reason, if I wanted this window over top my stream, I can add it there. And it cuts off the title bar, but shows the contents of the window. So everybody can look at my computer speed and how hot it is, etc. Pretty cool. You can add overlays or overlays for like follower alerts and things like that using plugins like SubAlert or what I like to use, which is Twitch alerts, but it only works with Twitch. But keep in mind that but those are a bit more advanced, and I may cover them more in depth in other tutorials. And that's it. Thanks so much for watching my OBS multi-platform YouTube gaming in a nutshell tutorial. This is, of course, one of my longer tutorials. I've done tutorials for this for both Twitch and Hitbox as well. Links to those will be in the description below and in the OBS multi-platform playlist. Otherwise, thanks so much for watching. Be sure to comment, like, and subscribe. Come check out our Patreon campaign, our Twitch channel, subscribe to our other YouTube channels, things like that, and I will catch you in the next video.
Hey, what's up guys, WK Kong here, and welcome back to another tutorial. Today I'll be teaching you how to stream from OBS to YouTube or YouTube gaming, whatever you're streaming. But anyway, if you don't know, live streaming is a way you can, make a video, like record something live, and then it just uploads that to YouTube or some other website. I don't know, there are tons of streaming websites out there. It's mostly gaming like Twitch or something. But if you guys don't know, I decided to stream on YouTube anyway because I have more subscribers, followers, whatever you call it, on YouTube than Twitch. So yeah, I'm not gonna stream Twitch anyway. So just keep an eye out for me if I'm live on YouTube. You should get an email. I don't know. Don't really know, but anyway, I'll be teaching you. So last time I taught you how to record with OBS and the settings. So this time I'm gonna be teaching you how to stream to YouTube because some people requested this, and here you go. So basically, what we're gonna do is actually open up OBS, go to settings. I changed mine to recording a stream.
You made it now. You made it now. You in the big leagues now. They watching you now. This is where you make it permanent. This is where you make it. 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 Permanent.
People will see when you've scheduled the event into the live stream event, so it won't only be very high now, but it will be high right now. So you will see that event, YouTube said that it's on you can view it. So I'm gonna
watching you now. This is where you make it permanent. This is where you make it. This is where you make it. This is where you make it. This is where you make it.
Name because you test on change all this stuff. I'll just change it to film and animation actually randomly, and then here you'll see some encoder. If it doesn't work, I'm not gonna review this, but basically if you review it and you see what it looks like. But right now I'm just gonna copy this, paste it into this. Copy this, paste it into this. Now if it has some kind of
Acceso concedido.
Hermano, debes evitar cometer estos errores. Prueba un poco. Al final comprendes con qué estás interfiriendo. Dale recuerdos a Thanos.
Creía que había más sangre. Dijiste que estaba cubierto de ella.
Racker tenía más carne que este. Quizás esa sea la diferencia.
¿Crees que morirá?
Orchid no tiene piedad. Su final llegará. Y será lento y doloroso. Tendrá tiempo suficiente para pensar en sus pecados.
Si nos han encontrado, significa que las instalaciones ya no son seguras. Debemos irnos.
Nos advirtieron de que vendría. Tenemos tiempo antes de que empiecen a buscarlo.
¿Y tus amigos de la ARC?
Esos idiotas ya no son útiles. Dejarles que beban un poco más. Y luego después echa sus cadáveres con este. Ya me he hartado de este peso muerto. Me toca cargar con él. No me quedo aquí.
¿Volverás a Praga?
Tengo que reunirme con esos cerdos de los empates. Les diré que aceleren los planes para que nuestro envío pase por aduanas inmediatamente.
Querrán más dinero.
Los contrabandistas siempre piden más dinero. Los Edvali no lo tendrán.
¿Seguiremos según lo planeado?
Anoche Brown confirmó todo, compañeros. Fecha y hora.
Hasta aquí has llegado, amigo.
Chicane. Chicane, habla. Mierda. ¿Cuánto tiempo llevo cao? Soy Jensen. No hay contacto con Chicane.
¿Jensen? ¿Cómo? ¿Qué ha pasado?
Nos emboscaron. Chicane podría estar en peligro.
Joder. Intentaré contactar con él. ¿Eran los mercenarios de Dubái?
Sí. Y estaban con Marchenko, el topo dentro de la ARC. Admitió haber envenenado a Racker.
Hablaré con Leon para ver cuánto tardan en mandar un equipo. Busca una salida sin hacer ruido.
Recibido. Pero estos tíos piensan que he muerto. Quizá debería aprovecharlo para echar un vistazo y averiguar más cosas sobre ellos. Soy Jensen. No hay contacto con Chicane.
¿Jensen? ¿Cómo? ¿Qué ha pasado?
Nos emboscaron. Chicane podría estar en peligro.
Joder. Intentaré contactar con él. ¿Eran los mercenarios de Dubái?
Sí. Y estaban con Marchenko, el topo dentro de la ARC. Admitió haber envenenado a Racker.
Hablaré con Lyon para ver cuánto tardan en mandar un equipo. Busca una salida sin hacer ruido.
Recibido. Pero estos tíos piensan que he muerto. Quizá debería aprovecharlo para echar un vistazo y averiguar más cosas sobre ellos.
Iniciando programa de rastreo. Acceso concedido.
Roland Gala, acuda al campo de tiro de inmediato.
Iniciando programa de rastreo.
Informe de situación, perímetro sur despejado.
Anomalía detectada. Iniciando programa de rastreo. Acceso concedido.
Informe de situación, perímetro norte despejado.
Sector verde, ¿recibido?
está preparada y a la espera. Eslovenia, una carga 4 para inspección.
He rastreado a gente en selvas, desiertos, montañas nevadas, en todo tipo de edificios. Unos en ruinas y otros de alta tecnología como este. Es que existe justo en cualquier entorno. Un segundo. Pero desde que no se evacúe.
Cualquier material que no esté cargado a las
No es
0.
momento para relajarse. Mantén el peso.
¡Carga conectada!
¡Ahora, vamos!
Sector limpio, bien hecho.